Are you teaching pre-K or perhaps kindergarten, maybe in a school classroom or homeschooling? Well, in this video, we are going to be talking about the do's versus the don'ts when teaching preschoolers and kindergartners. Stay tuned. Well, hello guys. I want to welcome you to the Brown Bear Book Clubs. This is a teaching made easy type of show. So make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe. If you enjoy getting tools, tips, things that are going to make your life as a teacher of young children or a home educator of young children a whole lot easier. Otherwise, let's get right into the first don't/do, or don't versus do. All right, so don't confine children at the table or in a sitting area for long periods of time. Why? Well, because at this age, it's so important to keep things moving, using games, hands-on activities. So for example, instead of, coloring in a shape or tracing a shape, you could use like a puzzle and have children match the shapes. And this puzzle comes with all types of shapes they can match, and it just makes it more hands-on and fun. Or maybe you're learning about letters. Don't just have children trace the letters, but have them build it with magnetic letters. Or maybe you have an animal or something and they're building a word, just depending on where they are developmentally. Don't assume that children at this age are just gonna know the rules and know the expectations in your home or in your classroom. So reminding them daily of the expectations and of your home and classroom. And you can have small charts, big charts. You can use songs. I know I have a song that I use in children's church when I teach. I use it at home before story time, and I use it anywhere I teach and when I used to teach outside the classroom. And the song is, eyes are watching, ears are listening, voices are quiet, bodies calm. This is how we listen. This is how we listen at. And then I fill in the blank. So is it at story time? And so whatever part of the day in, you fill in the blank. Don't always tell children what to do. Now, I know that may be like, what? But give them choices, even if it's a choice, but it's not a choice, right? So it's a choice of something that you want them to do. So for example, let's say you have all these different stations or different activities, or maybe two activities, and you can give a child a choice and say, do you want to go make oobleck, or do you want to go build in the construction area, make a road? So those are two choices. But another cool thing is, don't assume that children at this age know how to calm their bodies. Especially, at this age, they tend to have emotional moments like all of us. They're humans. And so I love always having big charts, small charts of how do you feel. This is actually a freebie that I got from Conscious Discipline, and it's an amazing curriculum. I'll make sure I link it below. But having children identify how they feel, and then I created just some calm down choices. So asking children, how would you like to calm your body? Would you like to listen to music, squeeze a ball, pray, stretch if you can pray? But you can personalize this how you want, and I'll make sure I link this below. Give a hug, drink some water, but these are calm down choices. So again, you're empowering them to learn how they want to calm down their body. Don't just read a book and don't stop reading. You're just reading, and the children are losing interest. They're hopping all over the place. So how about you add puppets to your story time? And I have a whole video on how to engage children at story time if that's been a problem, and I'll make sure I link that below. But use puppets, change your voice, ask questions. What do you think will happen next? What do you see? Those are all the things that you want to include. Another biggie is, a lot of times we equate school to sitting down and doing worksheets all day. Now, I'm not gonna say, somebody worked really hard on this book, and I don't want to discredit their work because this is not an easy task to make a book. But I will say, at this age, you can, let's just say, for example, you're learning about weather. You don't have to just trace the sun or trace a cloud or whatever to learn about weather, but you could Ask them, what's the weather like today? And then they can draw a picture. And I love this journal that we recently created because it's blank at the top and there's lines at the bottom. So for children who are ready to write, they can write and then they can also draw their picture. So you can have a daily journal. And then I think, with the different coloring pages, every child learns differently. So I'm not going to tell you don't ever use coloring pages, but try to keep it open-ended where children can create their own ideas and use their creativity and fine motor skills and all of that. So don't just tell children it's time to clean up when they only have 5 minutes to do it. I'm telling you, because if you only got 5 minutes to do it, you start feeling stressed, they're feeling stressed, you're getting frustrated because you got something else you need to do. So make sure you're giving children adequate time, letting them know 10 minutes until cleanup time, 5 minutes until cleanup time, and then when it's finally cleanup time, use games. Who can clean up the fastest? And use encouragement. Wow, look at how you're cleaning that up. And you can do this at home and at school. It works in both places. And then also you might have to use an intention getter to help children with cleanup time. So whether that's 1 little finger, 2 little finger, 3 little finger, or dancing fingers, 4 dancing fingers, and the children are looking like, what is going on? And it's getting their attention. Or maybe you sing the cleanup song, clean up, everybody do your share, but you want to get their attention. And last but not least, this one is for you. Don't just wake up and start teaching and starting your day. I really think it's so important as educators that we wake up and we take time for ourselves. So I know for me, I'm a Christian, so reading the Bible, praying, jotting down things in my journal. I love this journal because it says I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And you guys know, as parents and as educators working with children, there are moments where we're feeling like, can I really still do this? And I'm telling you, and whether, maybe you like drinking a smoothie or making sure you eat a balanced breakfast. I have a whole video about self-care for educators, so I'll make sure I link that below. But let me know right now in the chat below, what is a do that you think you're going to start doing in your home or school classroom with young children? And do you have some ideas of some do's versus don'ts? Let's talk about it in the chat below. And I'll see you guys another time. Bye.